Hello, and welcome to my first ever video on my new YouTube channel, Whiskey Diamond Painting. I am not a very outgoing person. I never thought that I would be making a video and potentially posting it onto YouTube, so that's a new one for me. Never thought that I would be here now. This first video, I am not really sure what to do. I kind of more wanted to use it just as convincing myself to actually record myself. I do kind of want to focus more on diamond painting, but you know, I'm not really sure what to talk about. You know, I've seen the videos and everything, so I'm not sure if I want to follow those templates or if I kind of want to try to figure out something new to do. I figured this first video though, I would just get myself to hit record and say a little bit about myself. My name's Allie. This is my YouTube channel, Whiskey Diamond Painting. It is named after my dog, Whiskey. He's my little brindle boy. And yeah, I was an EMT for about 4 years. And back in December, I had an injury to my wrist. Couldn't be on the truck anymore, ended up getting taken off the truck, had to have surgery. And I worked a lot. I worked a lot of overtime. I worked a lot of holiday shifts. I was constantly at work. I was constantly doing, anything that I possibly could. Just keep busy. I liked keeping my hands busy. I had a ton of hobbies that I would do. I'm very outdoorsy. I like to be outdoors. So having all of that suddenly taken away from me was really hard on me. I ended up having a really, really big blow to my mental health, and it just kind of became difficult. And, my boyfriend finally was like, let's find you a hobby that you can do. Most of my hobbies were not, they were not something that I could do with one hand. Going outdoors was not really something that I can do. I'm a huge kayaker, and obviously with an injury to the wrist, I couldn't, go out kayaking. Painting was difficult. It was my dominant hand that was injured. So, I can do things with my left hand. It's just painting is not one of them. So that was kind of out of the question at the time too. So we just kept going through hobbies that I could do, things that I could potentially pick up. And we really found that it was difficult to find something that you can do with one hand. And then I remembered seeing diamond painting. I had seen the ads on Facebook, always been interested in it, always been curious about it, but never really bought anything, never really gave it a serious thought. And so I was like, I wonder if I can do that with one hand. And yep, it's actually very easy to get my non-dominant hand to figure out what to do. And now I do have to have another surgery, but even as it was healing, I still found that I think just because I started this hobby doing it with my left hand, I still find myself being more comfortable in placing the drills with my left hand, and my right hand just doesn't quite understand what to do. So it was great. I finally found something that I could do, something that I could focus on. And at the end, I get something that is beautiful. It's shiny. I am a female. Anything shiny catches my eye. I'm like a cat. You give me shiny, I'm on it. I love it. I don't care what it is, as long as it glistens. And these definitely do. So it was, amazing. Yeah, I say amazing a lot. I ramble a lot, and I feel like I'm probably going to ramble a lot through this because I've never recorded one before, and I'm going to be very weird. I'm also moving the canvas a lot. I don't know. Don't judge me, please. If you do, I guess just make it funny so I can laugh as well. So I absolutely fell in love with it. Decided, I bought my first kits off of Amazon, and I didn't know anything about licensing. I didn't know anything about Diamond art, I single placed a 30 by 40 because the 3 placers intimidated me. The 4 placers intimidated me. I never used them before. So I single placed a 30 by 40 and it took me forever to get it done. Finally worked up the courage to go on to my multi-placers, and now I'm one of those psychopaths that uses the multi-placer even if I'm single placing because I don't like to change my pen all that much. So I will sit there and pick up one with my 9 placer there and place it where it needs to go, even though I'm only picking up the one. But I then started watching YouTube videos because I was looking for tips and tricks. I didn't like that such a small picture was taking me so long to do. I would sit down and it would take me 2-3 weeks to do. And that just kind of bummed me out because I was getting a little tired of the paintings that I was working on. I wanted to get them done faster. I wanted to be able to move on to the next projects that I wanted to do, just weird little things. And so I started watching the YouTube videos. I started seeing the reviews. I started seeing people who were talking about licensing and how important it was to, buy those licensed pieces, because then you're supporting the artist as well. You get to enjoy the artwork, you get this beautiful picture at the end, and the artists are then compensated as well. And as somebody that paints, I would hate if something that I had spent so long making ended up being used without my consent. So I really took that to heart. Ended up donating all the little kits that I had. I gave them actually to mostly EMTs who were kind of in the same boat as me, looking for an outlet, looking for something to do, who had wanted to try diamond painting and just never bought it. So I ended up donating a lot of it to the people that I worked with, and giving them the opportunity to try diamond painting without having to buy something. So I kind of felt good about that. Those got used in a productive way without me feeling too guilty about it. So I did end up buying my first large kit. I actually bought 9 lives from Diamond Art Club. I had Google searched Diamond Art Club, and that was actually the first piece that popped up for me in that Google search. I'm not really sure why, but that was the type of artwork that I was absolutely drawn to. And so I bought it. I finally was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buy the bigger kit. I'm gonna spend the money on it. And I'm going to support the artist. I absolutely love it. It took me so long. It was such a big kit to go from a 30 by 40 into a canvas that's actually larger than the one that's out right now was intimidating. It was terrifying. It was also so amazing. I actually managed to work that one in about a month. So I was really proud of myself for, going to such a large painting and knocking it out so quickly. This one here is Radiance of the Night by Shadow Art Finds. This kit does come from Pam Diamond Painting. I absolutely love it. I've been working on this one for a minute now. I'm typically a lot quicker than I have been on this one, just because of things that have been happening though. Doctor's appointments, physical therapy, going here, going there. I went from having 2 doctors to then having 3 doctors, and, finding out that I have surgery again. This one has taken me a lot longer than I had expected it to. I actually thought that I would get this one done a lot quicker, but I've enjoyed working on it. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I absolutely love Pam and everything that she produces. The rendering is amazing. And, I'm standing here now on a video pretending like I know what I'm talking about. And I do not. I know the basic terminology from all those reviews that I've watched in the past, so feel like I can at least sound smart as I ramble. I'm not sure what to talk about or what to do. I'm not sure if I'm, gonna end up doing unboxings. I do order a lot. I feel like that's a lot of people that get into diamond painting. You're kind of like, just one kit, just one. And then next thing you know, you're like, oh God, but that one's so pretty too, and I really want that one. Just one more. I'll get to that eventually. And then next thing you know, you have 20 sitting in your closet, and you're like, which one do I do next? I'm in love with them all. So I do plan on finishing this one relatively quickly, because I do have another one that I am super pumped to start. I cannot wait. It is Mona Lisa by Gus Fink. I also got that one off of Pam Diamond Painting. I do also have a couple that I do need to do as gifts, so I will have to start working those ones up. Plus, I do also have 4 whips going, so I feel like by the end of November, I will probably have 6 whips going, which seems like a lot, but I am very ADHD. I kind of bounce back and forth. And I love the colors, but then sometimes I just need to switch over to colors. I'm working this one. There's a lot of blacks, a lot of blues, these kind of caramelly colors, this gorgeous color palette. I absolutely love all of these colors and the way that they work together. But I just want something different. So I switch over to one. It is a mystery kit that I'm working on. It's got these beautiful, vibrant blues and just different shades of blues. It's got greens, it's got yellows, it's very vibrant. They're very shocking colors. So I switch back and forth. And then I am working on ones that are gifts for people. I am not very big on hanging a whole lot of stuff in my house. This one will definitely get hung up. This one will absolutely be hung up. And then, of course, 9 Lives is sitting on my wall, but I'm just not big on hanging a lot of stuff up on my walls, and I enjoy sharing this with people. And I know that a lot of people that I know they don't have the patience to sit down and individually put little resin or acrylic diamonds onto a sticky sheet. But I know that they would love the artwork, so I do them up. It passes the time for me, and then I send them off to their new home. I do enjoy small businesses. I'm kind of on, I don't know if I would say a big business no-buy, but I am definitely looking for small businesses to buy from. Oh goodness, excuse me. I am definitely trying to find, the smaller businesses that I can support, that I can try out. Like I said, Pam, I absolutely love her canvases. I love everything about the pieces that she produces. They're amazing and they're great. Yeah, so I'm hoping that I can kind of figure out what it is that I'm going to do, how I want to do it. Right now, like I said, I'm rambling. I have been rambling for a minute now. Pretty much talking, I feel like, absolutely nothing in particular, but this was just to get me to hit record. This was just to get me to finally, push myself to actually do this, because I'm not sure. Very anxious, very nervous, so definitely needed to just push that button and get it done. So this one, I know that there's really nothing substantial in it, and I hope that you don't judge the rest of my videos on that, because I am going to work on my content and figuring out exactly what I needed it to be. I just needed to get the first video done and posted, kind of get past that fear of what it is that I'm doing right now. So hope that I wasn't too nonsensical. Hopefully at least some parts made sense, and it's not all just a bunch of random gibberish that, is incomprehensible to people. So if you have any suggestions, if you do watch this, I don't actually expect anybody to watch this, but if you do watch this, one, I appreciate it, and two, if you have any suggestions, just let me know. Also, if anybody that, you know, I guess I should say may, I should probably be a little bit more confident that somebody's going to watch this. If anybody has any suggestions on small businesses, you know, if you do watch this and you do know a small business that you love to buy from, I would love to know who they are, where I can find their pieces. Awesome. Thanks. Bye.